Hey everyone, it's Mike with It's Pittsfield Tonight. I'm going to jump right into it. And this video is going to be about one topic, the topic that we've all been talking about since last Friday, which is the road conditions in Pittsfield. So, as all of you know, we had a storm come through. Not a horrible storm, but it happened quickly. So it rained Thursday and into Friday. And as the temperatures drastically dropped, we had icing on the roads, and then late afternoon Friday through Friday evening and a little bit into Saturday morning, but mainly just late afternoon Friday, we had about, I think, 3.5 to 5 inches of snow, somewhere in there. I think the official at the Pittsfield airport was 3.9 inches or something like that. Far from being any kind of blizzard, which was odd that it was in the local paper. They said it was a surprise blizzard. Now, the reason I laughed with that is everyone knew this was coming a week ahead of time almost. In fact, 2 to 3 days before the storm, Eversource was sending me text messages, so I'm sure everyone got them, 2 to 3 a day, saying that there could be possible power outages, could be this, could be that, prepare. Basically just a great notification system. But the storm hit, and all the state-maintained roads and all the surrounding communities salted or pre-treated their roads ahead of time, and it really wasn't an issue until you got into Pittsfield. And the Pittsfield roads were an absolute disaster. And in some cases, even right now, some of the side streets are still a mess. Parts of the roads that I traveled in today to the office were a mess. And some slick, dangerous spots, and you know, it's Tuesday night, and that storm happened last week. So it caused dozens and dozens of accidents. It caused a lot of damage. By not being prepared. It killed shopping for a lot of the downtown businesses. I myself witnessed many cars pulling out from Wacona Street onto North Street to head up that little hill to going up North Street, and they couldn't. Some of them started sliding backwards. Some of them were lucky enough to be able to turn around and move the other way without backing into somebody, but it was an absolute mess, and that continued for a couple days. That continued through the weekend. But the last day of shopping before the Christmas season was ruined for most of those downtown businesses. Now, at the same time, the Allendale area, which most of those roads are treated and taken care of by the state, they're state roads, they were cleared down to the pavement with no problem. There was zero problems. I can see where the frustration was immense in the community, how dangerous it was, how many people had damage to their vehicles. It cost them money. It screwed up their holiday. It was just an absolute mess. And look, you know, I saw the article in the local newspaper, and one of the city councilors said it's not time for a blame game, and this was a surprise blizzard and the whole deal. For one, there was no surprise. Again, everybody knew this was coming. It played out exactly how it was predicted, with the rain, with the temperature change, with the amount of snow. It was exactly how it was predicted days ahead of time. So there needs to be some kind of accountability. It's not a blame game. It's what happened. There has to be some kind of accountability. Somewhere, something went wrong. And it wasn't countywide. Everywhere else in the county, for the most part, everywhere that I saw, I mean, I can't speak for every inch of the county, but it was fine. That towns and communities were prepared, roads were treated, state roads were treated, and everything was fine and passable. Yeah, you had to go slow and like you normally would, but there really is no reason that this happened other than somewhere something went wrong, someone dropped the ball, something happened, and there should be an explanation. And you know, this is nothing new. If you look online, and I can post the link if people are interested, something similar happened in early 2015. And at the time, then City Councilor Barry Claremont filed a petition with the council asking for Mayor Bianchi, our Public Utilities Commissioner, and our Highway Superintendent to explain to the City Council what went wrong, why there were road clearing delays, and what happened, and wanted to make sure that this didn't happen again. So again, it's nothing new, and for people to ask for answers is nothing new or unusual, nor is it a blame game. So really, I received so many messages and phone calls myself on this one, and I really didn't know what to say to anybody because the only thing that I could do is the same thing that all of you could do, is I could call some city councilors to ask what was going on, which I did. But it was a very confusing situation, and it was a serious public safety issue. William Street was a mess. It tied up our police department. It tied up our fire department. It put everyone in danger. It caused dozens and dozens of accidents that most likely could have all been avoided if the roads had been treated ahead of time. And what was the delay? Just like in 2015, when then City Councilor Barry Claremont asked for answers presented to the City Council, I would assume that our city councilors now would want answers presented to them, because this kind of thing can't happen again. It's a massive detriment to public safety. So that's it on that. It has to be talked about. I'm sure we're going to hear more about this at the next city council meeting, and I hope that there's something that can be done to make sure that this doesn't happen again. This was the worst I've ever seen for road conditions, ever. And that's just myself. You know, I haven't been here every winter, so there's people older than me that I'm sure have seen other winters that maybe could have been worse as far as road conditions, but for me personally, this was the worst I've seen for travel. And it was a shame that it happened, and a shame that it happened on a holiday weekend, when it hurt in multiple ways. Again, it hurt local businesses, it caused personal property damage. It was just an absolute disaster. So hopefully we can find out what went wrong, why it went wrong, and how we can prevent it from happening again. So I'm sure the mayor is right on top of this, and we'll hear from her at any time to explain what happened. So that's it for now on that. I know many of you, when I did a sample video from the late night set, many people were messaging me saying, thought I would be ending these type of videos. No, this is my op-ed, opinion editorial videos. These will continue. It took me a while getting the new set and everything put in, but I will be booking guests for the late night set soon. I know a lot of you saw the political interviews I already started with our City Council President, Peter Marchetti, our former City Council Vice President, John Kroll, where both of them talked about their intentions of running for mayor this coming year. I also did a really good interview, an informative interview with our District Attorney-elect, Tim Shagru, who Tim will be being officially sworn in on January 4th. But that's a great video. He talks about our new first ADA, a lot of the new names and faces that we'll be seeing in the Berkshire District Attorney's Office, and a lot of the programs he plans on implementing. So if you haven't checked out that video, definitely do so. And there'll be a whole bunch of stuff coming up that I'm still working on. This was a huge undertaking, but there's going to be a show highlighting our public school athletes, a show for our veterans. Again, the business highlight videos will continue. I love promoting our local Pittsfield businesses, so that will all continue, and everything should be bigger and better than it was before. So, and our local entertainers, local singer-songwriters, comedians, performers. So a lot. There'll be a lot on the table. There'll be an It's Pittsfield Tonight app, the whole deal. So everything is in the works, and everything should be full steam ahead going into the first of the year. And I'm slowly working my way there. So that is it for now. Everyone, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, stay safe out there, and I'll catch you all in the next day or two.